Let's talk about the Holy Spirit. Is the Holy Spirit personal? Does he have emotions? Does he have will? Does he have awareness? Can he speak and be spoken to? 2 Samuel 23.
These are the last words of David, the sweet psalmist of Israel. The Spirit of the Lord speaks by me.
Who speaks by him?
The Spirit of the Lord.
What else does it say?
His word is on my tongue. The God of Israel has spoken. The rock of Israel has said to me.
The Spirit speaks, and when the Spirit speaks, God speaks, because the Spirit is God, and yet he belongs to God. Welcome to the wonderful world of the Trinity. Go to Isaiah 63.
They rebelled and grieved his Holy Spirit. Therefore, he turned to be their enemy and himself fought against them.
Who did they grieve? Who did they hurt? Who did they anguish?
His Holy Spirit.
Read verse 11.
He remembered the days of old, of Moses and his people. Where is he who put in the midst of them his Holy Spirit?
Here, Isaiah is recounting the Exodus, where God brought Moses and Israel out of Egypt through the wilderness into the Promised Land. But now notice who was involved in the salvation, in the redemption of the Israelites. It wasn't just Yahweh, it was his Holy Spirit. Now verse 14, what does it say about the Holy Spirit?
Like livestock that go down into the valley, the Spirit of the Lord gave them rest.
Who gave them rest? The Spirit of the Lord. So the Spirit is distinct from the Lord, but he's always working with the Lord, and he's the one who gives life, salvation, redemption, and rest, and he can be grieved because he has emotions. Now this is Old Testament. Does the New Testament agree? We'll go to Ephesians 4:30. What does Paul warn Christians?
And do not grieve the Holy Spirit of God, by whom you were sealed for the day of redemption.
Just like Isaiah said, Israel grieved the Holy Spirit, Paul comes about 700 years later and warns Christians, don't do what the Israelites did. The Israelites grieved the Holy Spirit to their judgment and shame and humiliation. Again, the Holy Spirit can only be grieved if he has emotions, if he has what we call cognition, awareness, he has intelligence. He has a mind, but his mind is unlike the minds of creatures. He has a divine mind, divine emotions, divine will, because he's divine. 1 Corinthians 12, verse 11.
All these are empowered by one and the same Spirit, who apportions to each one individually as he will.
Now notice, as he wills. For the Holy Spirit to have a will, he has to have intellect, and he must have discernment. Now, since we're in this chapter, notice what 1 Corinthians 12, verse 3 says.
Therefore, I want you to understand that no one speaking in the Spirit of God ever says, Jesus is accursed, and no one can say, Jesus is Lord, except in the Holy Spirit.
Go to John 16, 12 to 13.
I still have many things to say to you, but you cannot bear them